let you know of the different process engineering opportunities that you can have as chemical engineers. There's quite a wide range of opportunities here. So pharmaceutical is definitely a great field to be in. Food, FMCG organizations, they love to work with chemical engineers. The main skill set that they're looking for is not a master's or PhD. They're simply looking for some basics that you're already learning through unit operations, process calculations, chemical reaction engineering. These are your key subjects in order to excel in any of these industries, especially pharmaceutical, oil and gas, and fertilizer industries. Recently, I'm also into machine learning. Again, I've not taken into any of robotics or artificial intelligence course. It's been simply because I'm very much interested in analysis, and it's a lot of data sciences that takes into a lot of analytical, intelligent analytical planning that is involved in machine learning. So I just thought I'd give you a small a story about machine learning, just to give you some of the basics that will, prompt your interest and perhaps, work on the latest trend. So in machine learning, you've probably seen robotics as machines. They do like static work. I mean, they are only meant to, if you train a robot to go and pick something and come, they only go and get that. So that's called like static machine learning. In these days, the main purpose of machine learning is to have a predictable outcome. So what do you mean by predictable outcome? Say, for example, you want to know what happened 2-3 years when people suffered from malaria. So what were the reasons behind it? Were there monsoons? What was the kind of mosquito? What kind of mosquito repellents did people buy? Those kind of data, you're basically inputting into the raw data segment. And that's going to be fed for an algorithm. And within that algorithm, that's going to look into certain attributes, like what was it? Okay, there were mosquitoes, then what did people go to the pharmacist for? Did they go and get some malaria tablets? And how many days did this happen? What was the epidemic looking like at that season? So if they predicted this for 4 years, then that's how they're going to now predict that, say, July, August is a high season for malaria. And that's how you get the machine to do that predictable analysis for you to actually come out with an outcome. Now this is very, very used in healthcare, mainly to, predict an epidemic that's going to be out there, so that way the manufacturing industries can equip for the drug to be released accordingly. So you can see the analyticals behind it. So you need an analytical team who are actually looking into a lot of supervised and unsupervised data. Supervised data is something that you get from doctors, pharmacists, and those sources which are really you can believe and trust that data. Unsupervised is mainly through social media and other sorts of networks that, you take all that information, you put that into an algorithm, get the algorithm bit is the one which is involved with, you need to be learning those robotics and artificial intelligence course, because that works on mainly an algorithm pattern. And finally, you have a modeling team as well, who help you with modeling what the predictive outcome is. So there's a group of experts in this particular field that involves business intelligence, it involves artificial intelligence experts, robotic experts, as well as modeling experts. So that's really a trend these days for, I would say, all kinds of engineers, be it chemical, electronic, and instrumentation. And the main platform for this is Azure. So that's the main platform that you try and learn. AWS, you would have heard of Amazon Web Services. So those are your main courses that you would go for in order to master machine learning. This is the overall segment where machine learning is very popular these days. So you can see they're used in marketing just to see who's buying what product. So that kind of raw data is being constantly being churned into a predictive outcome, so that way they can have, say for example, more iPads. This month there's a lot of iPads selling, or this month there is a lot of any other consumer product that is being sold. Similarly, in healthcare, I gave you an example. Travel is also another area where machine learning is being used just to ensure, okay, there's a lot of people going to Thailand. Why is that? So they kind of get the raw data and they kind of predict where the holidays are going to appear. So that way, they can either increase the ticket prices or put more packages. So they have lots of marketing techniques around it, and it's quite an interesting area to explore. And finally, I'd like to conclude with this topic of STEM and women leadership, that it's very important that you specialize in a specific engineering-based topic and be very thorough in what you specialize. Have a passion for it, keep your grit up. Present in conferences and white paper to get rid of all your shyness, and it helps in speaking up. You actually you can feel it new yourself. You'll feel proud of yourself. Power of yes, that is definitely the way to go for women leaders. Fight against all odds. Don't be afraid of trying new things. Just try and explore it. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it, but maybe you will like it. So you should try and explore it, and keep up the aptitude to learn and embrace change, because change is something that is unavoidable, and you are going to change every day. There's no way that every master and PhD degree can give you all the knowledge. It is only the change that helps you to evolve continuously. So with that, I will now move on to the next topic for this auditorium, which is on higher studies. I'd like to invite Anand.
Anand here is from a mechanical background, and we have another Anand, who's Anand Narayan here. So he's going to also join us. He's from chemical background. So we have two totally different personalities who pursue different higher education. So Anand here pursued management, and Anand there pursued technology field in masters. So we're going to hear a different perspective from them. All right.
Interestingly, this Anand always had a challenge in telling that he's not the Anand from mechanical. So first of all, before we get into anything, how many of you are interested in a management education to pursue management as a MBA? A couple of hands over here. Looks like now I've changed this presentation to then do a sell for please please consider management as a option. Okay, there are only two people who are interested in management. 1, 2, 3. The rest, anyway, you have PM. Okay. All right. So, okay, very quickly, unlike many of my colleagues here, I chose not to pursue anything in engineering. Right? Though I had 2.5 years of experience post my, after I graduated from Shanchem, I worked with Caterpillar for 2.5 years. Very early I realized that this is not the place for me, and I think that's very important, right? To also in some way know what's for you and what's not for you, right? I realized that my interest lay in money, in terms of commercial. I had a very commercial kind of mind, and therefore I said, okay, let me pursue management as a degree, right? So I worked in Caterpillar. I did my MBA from SPJ, Institute of Management and Research in Bombay. This is one of the top 10 universities in India. And I moved to Asian Paints. I worked in Asian Paints. I started my career post MBA in manufacturing. So I came back to mechanical engineering, chemical engineering. I was managing batches, reactors, etc., etc. Not managing, but managing people who managed all that. And then moved to supply chain planning in Asian Paints, and then consulting. I was a consultant for 3.5 years. I worked with PricewaterhouseCoopers, did a variety of I've done a HR project, sales and marketing, entry strategy, a lot of various things, and I came back to industry with Cadbury's. I did what Sangeeta does these days, which is new product introductions and managing networks. So I've done did demand planning, went to Malaysia, came back. So I've done a variety of things, right? Nothing which is remotely connected with engineering, right? So I'll kind of give you a perspective of how that life looks like, right? So very quickly, I'm going to ask a few questions, right? I mean, you just have to, people who say myth should raise their hands, people who say it's a fact should clap, right? Very simple. So higher studies from top institute guarantees accelerated growth. How many of you think it's truth? How many of you think it's a myth? The reality is it's a myth. I'm going to break some molds over here. Reality, I mean, it gives you a good start, but it doesn't always guarantee a accelerated growth. So that's point number one. Second one, I failed if I didn't get into a top B school or a Ivy League. How many of you think it's a fact? How many of you think it's a myth? Very good. We've all arrived in life. Good. Next. So once I get into a highly rated course, I can take a chill pill. Yeah, I can go to sleep. How many of you think this is truth? Myth? Good. I think your work only starts after getting there. Right? Next. Freshers get a better deal when it comes to placements in a B school. I'll just change this a bit. Freshers get a big deal because they're fresh. Right? How many of you think it's truth? Okay. The reality is that you always get a good mix of people who come to campus looking for different types of experiences, right? So if you're a bank, you're probably looking for some freshers. But if you're engineering, if you're from Tata Motors, they don't want freshers. They want people with some experience. Okay. MBA is a must for becoming an entrepreneur. How many of you think this is truth? I know there are many entrepreneurs in my batch who will kind of say that this is not required. But none of them are an MBA, but I know they're all very successful entrepreneurs. So MBA, you don't need an MBA to be an entrepreneur, right? For entrepreneur, you just need passion, nothing else. Right? So we'll quickly, I'll not spend too much time. I'm going to give it even very simple. This is applicable to anything, but more so from my lens of being in a management career post engineering. Right? The first one is don't consider doing an MBA just because you don't like shop floor, R&D, tech roles, peer pressure, etc. I'm saying this because that happened to me. Right? So, and it's what Vivek said, right? I think you need to know what your goals are, right? And if management really fits into it, if you're passionate about managing people, managing complexities, being on top of everything but not being an expert in everything, I think that's really what management is all about, right? The second one, and it's true of anything that you get to after you go out of this college, a protected environment, which is that it's going to be competitive out there. Supply far outweighs the demand. You please be prepared for a very, very, very competitive environment outside. I'm not saying this to scare you, but I think that's the reality. I think it's better to be prepared rather than go out and then feel that, oh my God, I'm so underprepared. So that's one thing that I would really any management degree kind of prepares you for that. It prepares you to be aggressive in the market. Apart from your professors and typically in engineering college, there's a lot of dependence on professors. Unlike that, in a management school, your professors are very important, but equally important is your peers because they typically come from very diverse backgrounds, and it's a long-term network. I mean, 20 years they're all going to be leaders, in their own right. So it's very important for you to kind of network with your peers and kind of get good experience from them as well. Right. And this is something which is very important. A good B school only gives you a first break. It's like Abhishek Bachchan getting his first break in movie because he's Amitabh Bachchan's son. Beyond that, nothing. Beyond that, Abhishek Bachchan still has to act well, right? So your first post your B school, it gives you a good break, but after that it doesn't matter, right? 5 years hence, nobody's ever going to ask you, which B school you're from. All they're kind of looking at is what have you done post that, whether you've added value and whether you can add value in the future. That's about it. And one small point on that, it's always good to have your first post-MBA kind of experience in a reputed institute, reputed organization. So I had it in Asian Paints, which is supposed to be one of the best when it came to supply chain. And trust me, it really, laid a very solid foundation for me. Whatever I am today, I owe a lot to, my first stint in Asian Paints. So that's very important. I mean, if you guys think about a company post, your engineering or MBA, always look for some reputed organizations where that gives you a very good platform. If you want to be an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter. Failures are your biggest teachers. I can tell you that in my career of 15 years, I have failed many times. A client does not like what I have done, or my boss is not happy with what happened. I have missed deadlines, etc. But each of them, each of those instances have always given me something to reflect about, right? And always be open to learning from them, because it's just that it is circumstantial, but still there is some learning behind every time you fail. Yeah. And last, and this is something which, trust me, it becomes difficult after 10 years, 15 years, is looking at your peers, because they have grown, to X level. And this is more so for MBA, because there's a lot more competition. But I mean, I'll just finish with the last sentence that if you make life a rat race, and even after you win it, you still remain a rat, right? You don't want to be a rat all your life. So stop looking at your peers beyond a point. I mean, everybody has a context, everybody goes in different phases, at different paces in their careers. It's very important not to compare and contrast and say, oh God, he's suddenly become a CEO, or he's become a CFO, or he's now an engineering director, and I'm still a manager. Don't get into those comparisons, because they are endless, and you never gain anything. Okay, so last but not the least, my simple equation for career growth is performance into potential into opportunity. And performance is first, right? Essentially, if you don't perform, there's no career. As simple as that. Right? You'll not get selected in anything. You can have potential, but if you don't perform, you'll not get selected. The second is potential, and potential is where really you kind of push yourself and see whether you can do that extra. Right? I mean, that's about you, yourself, what you can do. And even if you have performance and potential, you need to get opportunities, and opportunities don't come knocking at the door if you don't go and seek them out in the market. So please remember these three things which are very important. Performance, that's a given. If you don't have it, forget it. Potential is something that you need to work on to develop, and opportunity is something that you need to look for. And if these three come to the party, then you certainly have a good career. Right? Thank you. I mean, that's all I had, and all the best to you guys. It's really fun coming back.